Hello everybody, welcome back. Today is our last attempt at doing anything interesting on the island. Am I imagining things, or has the island changed? It looks different, the waters around the island. And no, I haven't put a swimming pool around it, so that's quite interesting. There was another hotfix after the last hotfix, but I think it was only to do with pictures, so it didn't really impact on us. I do want to tidy up this grass here, just on the edge of the driveway. We did put grass down, but I haven't really paid much attention to it. I'm quite happy for the little flowers to pop up in other places, but I think that looks a bit better. I do want to put something around, I think this. I am not a big fan of these hedges, but just something on this side of the driveway that's going to just neaten it up so that it looks a bit better. All the way down to wherever we go. Oh, look, it can go out. Interesting. I'm so tempted to do that, but I won't. Let's just take this off. There we go. Now the question is, do we put this around, because we have this lawn here, but we're not really using it. So should we put something around here, or should we just leave it as you can play your games on the lawn if you want to? I just want to close off that section there. And let's see, it does help if you actually, well, it's like I said when I built the driveway, you've got a huge island to drive your two cars around. I mean, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's not like you can go far. But let's see, we need a palm tree or two. Let's throw a palm tree in here by the, there we go. We need a bit of height, maybe a smaller one. Yeah, we had palm trees in our garden. Our garden is not the biggest garden in the world, and when these palm leaves, we had date palms, and when these palm leaves actually fall, the ground shakes. They're so heavy. So yeah, that wasn't as much fun as I thought it would be. Now I also think I'd like to put an edging. Let's take that and let's go inward. Maybe just edge around here. Just sort of so we have a border. One thing I like about that is because then you don't have the grass growing in amongst all the other stuff. I think that works nicely. I like this, but it's also not the biggest plant in the known universe. But then I don't really want to plant one of these huge palms there, but maybe we can plant one here. What do we have? Okay, so it's just the banana trees. So this is the smallest palm that we have. So let's put one in the lawn just for the sake of it. There we go. I haven't put lights in the pool. I don't know if I'm going to put lights in the pool. I have so many lights, I'm a little worried of the lights going wonky again. So I think I'm going to just leave them alone. Make that it sinks into the ground. That works. Doesn't touch the roof. Okay. I have put patio lights in here. As you can see, I've just popped them in along here. I do think I need to just run outward. Thank you. A line across here. There we go. I'm thinking of this as the most expensive B&B or Airbnb that you can find on the market. You know, hire the island for you and your friends to come party. I don't know if it's going to be 100% finished in time for the competition, but I'm going to try. I will do my best. Now, I can't fit fans in here because of the beam, which is quite interesting. But I think this is pretty much done. We've got some odds and ends around here. The kitchen is looking very bare and minimal, which is what I was looking for. Very simple. If we go out here, we have this, which is gorgeous. And I've finished the insert around the edges here. But we do need something out here. We've got the table, but I think we need something plant-like. You know me. Something's missing, throw a plant at it. Because that works. Maybe something like this. Just with a plant that doesn't mind sitting outside. I like this is the biggest one though. But you know what? It works. Let's just take that leaf off there. There we go. We have place here that we can actually put all our goodies. Should we put a tray here with some food on it? Or should we just keep that as is? I wonder. Should I put a... I suppose I do need to put lights here. But I was thinking, one of these. I think let's keep it white. Oh, look at that. And we all know that's really not going to work, but that just brings the light from below and above. Sort of lights up the back. I think that'll work. And then we are going to need to put, you know what I'm thinking of doing is just doing what I did on the front porch. Running that along there. And then putting the, I have no idea why I didn't pull that in all the way. And then we can just put the lights in this channel. Okay. What lights did I use? I used the square one. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to count, which I hate. So instead of counting, we're just going to guess. How's that sound? I need to fill in that white there. It looks weird. Dang it. You see, it'll teach me. So let me know about the hotel. Oh, by the way, I did go back to the hotel before I came in here. And interestingly enough, the shelves can be changed. They can be modified, but they cannot be sold. They still can't be sold. And I think I'm going to, I keep pushing R instead of Q. I'm actually going to change this to white. So the only way for the shelves in the hotel to be sold is if you go to the hotel, sell it, and then buy it again. Then it's fine. Then it will actually work for you, which is irritating. But it is what it is. I want my gold pineapple. And I'm not going to go and do that again. So I'm gotta have the gold pineapple. For some reason, it works in this place. You know? Maybe a bowl of fruit here as well. That one I like, but it's the glass is not quite right for me. So let's go white. And of course, gold, and should we just go apples on this one? Fancy apples. I think that'll work. Right. Oops. All right, let's walk. So this is looking the way I want it to look. It's if you glance up, you can see these decals on the walls. The games room. Oh my goodness, what is that? That's a leaf from outside. Just see a huge leaf sticking through the wall, which is a little disconcerting. Okay, so we've got a game in progress here. We have some guitars. I have got 2 of these, and I think they'll work here. You know, with like a games room, it's always nice to have seating or a place to put your feet up. So if you're sitting here, you can stick your feet up on the ottomans. All right, the office is quite cluttered, but it to be expected, I think. I was going to put some pictures on the walls. I think I will go for, I like these, but these are standing frames. So let's go for maybe the white frame. And then I was thinking of just sort of like, I don't know if it would be, actually it would work in the standing frame. Okay. There we go. That is just that on the back, which is fine. Don't sell it. Please don't sell it. Let's just change that. That works. We've got the laptop there. Looks so tiny, but the laptop is there. So maybe let's, these are not quite what you would find in this kind of office. I think let's go with gold one. That'll work. Maybe. Very cluttered. Totally unusual. But not bad. We've got these on the wall there. Maybe we need a few of these in here as well. Let's see what that looks like. Looks like eyes when you put it that way. Maybe just one. You know me, I like the off-centered feel. I think maybe a plant. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Maybe an orchid. How big is that? Quite nice. Let's find an appropriate pot for it. Probably the best. Yes, we're going gold. It actually does fit in this pot. There we go. Okay, the golf clubs. Another plant. There we go. No more plant. Okay. Should we run this? Any problem is it takes away from that end section there. Just for something a little bit more over the top for the uppers. Just for the heck of it. Why not? And I think we did talk about putting a light on the desk. Let's find one of those. Probably something like this. Let's go with that. Will that stand up there? Yes, it will, but I think on the desk would be better. Not very bright, so it's not going to overpower the room. I'm liking that. I'm just not liking the fact that, as you can see, come on, thank you, that's better. I didn't notice that until right this minute. Again, rug on the floor with this chair, you're just going to get hooked up. There's just nothing you're going to be able to do to move the chair. All right, here we have the laundry. We have a wine rack here. for those summer nights. We've got, as I say, the minimal kitchen. Then we've got the billiards or snooker table, a couple of chairs, the bathroom that's probably the most used by all the guests. Over here, down to a suite. Very simple suite. I haven't gone over the top with it. Into the bathroom here, which isn't finished. I swear I thought I'd finished this. Oops. Okay. Let's do the bathroom quickly, shall we? Wow. It's been a minute with this build. Okay. Let's keep that simple. Okay, I like that. Let's think here. Should we put a bench in here? I think we can put a bench in there. This is going to take it away. Okay, that's fine. It should be enough. And then we can put the drain pretty much under there. Terribly off center now that the bench is missing one of its blocks. But that works for me. I like this color because it sort of ties in with the curtains, and then the carpet on the floor actually works. Yeah, I like that. And then of course we have our slightly off center. Slightly off center. Okay, let's just move this over a smidgen. Doesn't need much. That works. Now we just have to sort out the washing basins. I think that will do. We do need to change that though, and we also need our little friend to fill in the gap in the middle here. Okay, let's take that to snapping. Damn, I can't see today. I don't know why. Okay. That works for me. And if I'm not mistaken, that is oak. That is oak. That's heading in that direction. No. What is that? Oh, it's yellowwood. Oops. My bad. Amazing how it stops flickering as soon as you get the right. Yeah, no, still not quite. Yeah. Quite like that. It's something different. I've been trying to use different things to make the bathrooms new, different, and interesting. I think that works. And then obviously the toilet. This is what we have been using in other toilets, so let's keep going with that. This is gold, so that works, but I think I would like I'm going to keep the floor. I might do a line here. Can you see that? Yeah. No. Scrap that idea. Because the bath is in this position, it's a little complicated. That's fine. I think we can live with the flooring. We just need to make it pretty. Get ourselves a mirror or two. This is the one that I have been using in 90% of the house, but that's fine because it works nicely for the double basin. Okay, and let's see what we have in the way of something to sit on. Pull that a little too over the top. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of any of them. For this particular, I would like a seat in here, but let's think about that. All right, let's find lights. We've been using this white. White, thank you. Which works beautifully because it just disappears against the wall. And this is a huge bathroom, so it's not a problem. What are we going to do for shelving in here? I don't like these. This will work, but it will only work to a point. So do we do the boxes again? I have no idea what color this is on the wall. I think it's that. Yes, it is, but that's too big now. That's going to be way too clumsy. All right. We're back to this one. There. What's nice about that is it actually almost acts as a bit of an edge to that, because obviously the seat vanishes if it gets too close to the window because it is just a block. That might work. Very skinny though, but we can put a light in it. Only problem is, okay, let's think about this. That basically connects to the wall. No, it's not making much sense right now. Let's just... It's going to fall off, guaranteed, as soon as anybody tries to play. It's going to fall off. But you know what? It will give me joy in the meantime. Okay, so if we use that as a thing, and we then use this as a thing, so how do you think because I want to actually diffuse the light from the light we're going to put up here. So maybe do that. Alright, and then if we put a light at the top, what color are we going to have to do it? Probably the same blue as we're going to have to slide it over. So it actually diffuses through the glass here. And do we need that shelf there? Probably not. That shelf is not necessary. But it will give a bit of light in the bathroom, in the shower, I mean. Okay, I can live with that, I think. Maybe. And then we need some other lights. What lights are we going to use? So, for some reason, some weird and unusual, strange reason, I'm thinking of these. Go there. Here is that light switch. There it is. Not very bright, but that's okay. We can maybe how about this? Just for the heck of it. No, don't do that. There we go. Can I not change the length of that? It's unfortunate. Not very bright, but it's something different because, like, what the heck? Why not? Unless we use these, but these are quite bright. Oh, you see, I'm all over the place. I want to put a fan in here. That is found under home appliances, small devices. There we go. And we're using this one. So, gold, and I think it's oak. That is so off center. There we go. That works for me. Okay, back to the bathroom. Distractions. Okay. Let's do the towels. We're going to use this, so we might as well use the same towel rails for a change. And we can actually let's do that. Right, we need one of these. I know it's black. I'm sorry. Okay, big bath towels first. Come on. Thank you. I don't like these for the hand towels very much because they are quite chunky. That doesn't look too bad. I think I can live with that. And I'm thinking we did look at an ottoman. Maybe we just need to pop one underneath. I was going to do a design on this wall, but I am thinking maybe let's use a poster. That is quite interesting. It's not a PNG file, but look at that on the wall. That's pretty cool. Sort of as something different. And what we could probably do is use our little friend here. And no, it's not going to be gold. We can maybe just put a we can almost put a border around it. That works for me. Something totally different, something unusual, something you don't expect to see. And with the stripe on the wall, it sort of just brings another dimension. I like that. Okay, I'll take it. I think I want to put a little bin in here, which is unusual for me because I haven't put bins in any of the bathrooms. Let's do this one. And we need a carpet with a little bit of interest. I can never remember, is this the big carpet? No, this is the big carpet. That would work, but with the curves. No fringe, please. Okay. Like that. This wall needs something. But in the meantime, let's get a few odds and sods. I'm thinking let's go with round, but I'm also thinking plain color. Plain color. Okay, can I please buy this? Thank you. It's a little fancy, but it will do. Okay. Got that, got that. Got that very sad light. I'm not sure about. What are we going to do on this wall here? We do another poster, or do we do a couple of pictures? We've done that. We've got that, which is good fun. Or alternatively, where is that? There. Seriously? I swear I clicked on the right thing. This whole thing is just irritating at the moment. I like the texture on this. It's like someone's just literally used oil paint straight out of the tube. And I really like that. Alright, I'm going to say that's not bad. Not 100%, but not bad. We've got, oh yes, and we wanted to put some shower gels in here, didn't we? Or stuff. Where is our body? Here's the body wash. And let's not do that. Let's literally go. Oh, I keep on clicking back instead of by. Don't ask me why. Conditioner, shampoo. Shampoo is good. That works for me. Should we put something on this? Should we put, you know, a thing? Shape. You know, it's pointless putting flowers. It's pointless putting, but I imagine that you would have, oh, I don't know, something like this. Just for the heck of it. Okay, so that is done. This is done. This is off to the private side there with doors out to the swimming pool. Okay, up the stairs. They've seen that bathroom. I'm glad we're doing this because I'm hoping everything else is complete now. Okay, this bathroom is done. We have added all the bits and bobs that we want, including a little chair and no toilet roll holder. You see. There we go. Okay, we've got those over the bath here. Simple, effective. I do think we need a bin in here as well. We have just the perfect spot for it. There we go, extra towels. And then into here. Bathroom number 532. Should we do this again? In fact, I think that will slide under there just perfectly, actually. Awesome. We've got hand wash. We do, you see, I've been terribly remiss in the whole toilet roll department. Where is the hunt for the toilet roll ongoing? There we go. We've got these on the walls. We've got very minimal decor, but I like it. And then we've got this bedroom. This is complete. We have the fan, we have lights, and then we go around the corner here to the third suite, which is this. Oh, we got a toilet roll here. I'm impressed with the fact we have a toilet roll here. Okay, shower. We've got the boxes there with the lights in them. We've got pictures on the walls. The only thing we don't have is a And a carpet. Shame on me. I think I'm going for the basic unboring carpet. At least we do this one. Will this one fit? Actually pretty well. No fringe. Should we do the... Oh heck, I don't know what color this is. It's not bad. I think it's the lighter cyan. There we go. Yeah, work. So we have that. We have the dressing table here. Some candles and some bits and bobs. This bedroom with just a hint of this to remind us that that is part of the furnishings of the house. We have the closet in here, and I think that is it. Why does look at, oh, you know what that is? It's this damn fluorescent light that is actually bouncing off. Yeah, because it ends there, and that's where that ends. Interesting. But hey, it works up here. Okay, and then of course we have the little bar area. And then the outside top story with our little water feature here with some plants and our spread. We have a cheese board, we have a bucket of wine, we have our loaf of bread, some plates just waiting to be used, and we are back in the beginning again. So this is our build. I don't know if I'm going to enter it. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to enter it. But let me know what you think. And yeah, it's done. It is done. And we can climb in here. We're okay. Can we sit? Yes. And can we climb out? Sort of. You don't really need to have the stairs to go out of there. Yeah, probably a good idea to have stairs, but they're so ugly. We've got some games, we've got some play stuff, and we have lights around. So guys, the end of the Summer Splash build. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. If you've got this far, please subscribe. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.